Afternoon. We're here at Cumberland Mine Railroad, and I'm here with our #1 locomotive. This is the original locomotive that we had here. I know you got some glare off of those lights up there, so I'm sorry about that. I can't do anything about that. But got a little special treat for you here today. This locomotive is an EMD SD 38-2. It was built in December of 1975, and it showed up here sometime in 1976. It's been here since the beginning. All it's ever done is hauled coal, and I don't know, that's you know, we have a coal mine here, and that's that little yellow arm on there. It's pretending like it's a continuous miner cutting coal. So that's a kind of little logo that they drew up for us a couple years ago, and then loaded it back into the coal car. So that's pretty neat. I was showing you this over here. This is the that's how you have to set the handbrake with that ratchet there. Keep pulling it out until the handbrake sets, and that will pull this. That'll pull this chain right here out and pull the brake cylinder out for the independent brake to set the brake's hand. And then, anyway, this locomotive's been a good one. It's got a little problem right now. It was running there last week, and all of a sudden it shut down, and the drive shaft out of the well, you can't see it, but the drive shaft out of the auxiliary generator blew apart. So we got a major problem. That's the blower for the engine right there. When they get that out, they're going to have to take that blower out up there, probably, to get that drive shaft back in. The companion or the auxiliary generator is back up in there above the main traction generator. That's the main traction generator there. So when they get that out of there, I'll probably make another video for you. You can see a little bit better in there. And I know you guys will like this. Everybody likes to hear that. But anyway, this particular locomotive weighs about 368,000 pounds. It's got a 3,200 gallon fuel tank on it. That's how we fill it on this side over here. The sight gauge you can no longer see through. It's too old and worn out. You can't see through it anymore, but there's a fuel gauge on the other side, and this is the main reservoir, air reservoir. Has 40-inch driving wheels on it, and these SD 38-2s weren't a real popular engine. They only made 83 of them, and they were mainly made for this coal drags and things like that, iron ore, slow heavy loads, and that's mainly what they were used for. In contrast, like the SD 40-2, there was like 3,950 or 49 of those units made. So we've got 2 of them. Wanted to those are your them darn lights. Sorry about that. Can't really see with that glare up there. So those are your radiators up in the top of there. I made a video some time ago on the SD 40-2 with a broken air compressor drive shaft. So you want to go back and look in there. I take you inside there where the air compressor is and show you all around, and you get a good view of everything in there. So something else I wanted to tell you, this it's got a 645E engine in it, and that engine holds 243 gallon of oil and holds 254 gallon of water. So that's quite a bit. But I wanted to. This is the locomotive that I learned to run on. It was the only one we had. The number 22 locomotive didn't come until 1977. So we ran single locomotive. That's all we had up until from 1977 to 1997. And then it took a while for him to get that remote system hooked up on 22. So but it's been a good one. Said this is the one I learned to run on, and we ran single locomotive back then. I didn't run hardly any at all with the push-pull system we have now, but wanted to give you a little treat here. I got an HO scale of number 1 locomotive right here. Now this is pretty neat. That's the original livery in it. See this US steel here? When this locomotive behind me came, it had that US steel right there on the back porch. It was painted in, so that's originally came, and that's pretty cool. I don't really have a model railroad at home. I've got a lot of my older stuff that I had when I was a kid, but it's not set up. But this one was made by Cato, and it's in really nice shape. A little bit of hand railing on the other side is broken, but it's in really nice shape. Right there's a little break in the hand railing. It was there's very few pictures of this locomotive online. There is one that you can find of this one I'm talking about when it was at LaGrange, and I also have a picture on my computer at home of when it first showed up here. When it was wrapped, the filters were wrapped in plywood around the windows. That was pretty neat. I got this off of eBay, and cost me $100, but I'm happy with it. I like it. It's pretty neat. I got it on display in my train room at home, but I thought this would be a nice little prop here. They also make some of the cars that came. We had the original United States Steel cars. They were all made out of all steel. The ones we have now are all aluminum, but you can find those on eBay too. Little correction: if you read the Trains magazine article on our railroad, I don't know where the author got his information, but we got 40 original cars here, and they had the US Steel logos on them also, not 60 as he stated. I don't know where he got that information, but anyway. Okay, Cumberland Mine Railroad, number 1 locomotive, and said I'll be making another one here on the electrical, the generator and the auxiliary generator and the companion alternator and stuff when they get that pulled out of there. I'll probably make another one here because I want to go over some things in the future on the brakes and the trucks. One thing I wanted to tell you too, there's very, very little difference between the SD 38-2 and the GP 38-2. The biggest difference, are basically the same locomotive. The biggest difference is in the trucks. These are the HT-C trucks with the 3 motors, 3 traction motors. The GP models had the Blomberg trucks, so they only had 2 traction motors, and here in the middle there was a spring went out this way. You can see those pretty plain. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna ring the bell for you here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a really good day. Cumberland Mine Railroad, this is Railroading, and we're out for today.